We want to look at algebraic fractions now, and a lot of the rules, we've got to keep reminding ourselves that just because we've got algebra and fractions together, our fraction rules never change. So we can keep doing what we've done before, and we've got to be careful that we don't fall into some bad habits and bad algebra and bad mathematics when we do this. We got, like, for example, in the first one, like, I would see students go, well, 2 cancels, and that gives me 2 cancels. Oh, it's x plus 4 over 2. No. I'm going to say that a lot, because that's how I feel with a lot of this stuff. It's really bad mathematics. We've got to keep in mind that really this is a way that it's 2 fractions here. This can be written as 2x over 4 plus 4 over 4. So really that's 2 fractions. We can't just start cancelling one with the denominator. Part of the numerator and denominator. It's got to be able to cancel in both terms. So it's really like taking a factor of the expression up the top. And that's why we've said in this part, well, let's factorise first and then cancel. This is how we've got to simplify a lot of these. So we've got the 2x plus 4. So we cancel like that if you wanted. And you've got, well, that would be x over 2 plus 1, which you look at that, x over 2 plus 2 over 2, which would be 1. So you could do it that way, or you could look at it this way, factorise the 2 out, and now because you're multiplying two things, you got 2 times x plus 2 divided by 4. Now when you consider multiplication and division in this regard, if there's only multiplication and division, then that's not a problem to go, okay, that's be 2 divided by 4, that cancels, the 2 goes in once, and we've got the x plus 2 over 2. That's how we have to cancel. We just can't start taking terms off willy-nilly. Cancel and go, the 9's cancel, the 3x, so the x's cancel. That'd be 3 minus 1 over x minus 9, well, that'd be 3, that's 2 over x minus 1. Oh, it doesn't work that way. So what we've got to do is factorise and cancel. Do what we can to factorise there and factorise the bottom. That's the difference of 2 squares. We're using all our factorisation laws and they're going to come into play. Now the key is too, is like if you see 3 outside of x minus 3 and we're asking you to factorise and cancel, well, you're expecting that you're going to be able to do some cancelling here, especially if you're not just going to get a 3 here. So one of the brackets here is going to be x minus 3, so they're going to be able to cancel. And you're going to get those nice factors happening and being able to solve that way. So look for those as you're doing the questions. I'll try and point them out as we go. 5x minus 10 over 8x minus 16. So I factorise the 5 out. Gives me x minus 2. I should be looking for an x minus 2 in the bracket there so I can cancel. And it does, because 8 factorises out of 8x minus 16. They're not hard factorisations, but you've got to be careful about them so you can get the same bracket, and without fudging as well, to get that and get that expression coming down to something nicer. 2x minus 1. This one's a little bit different, because if I factorise the 3 out of the bottom of as I've got, that would give me 1 minus 2x. Now that's close, but not quite exactly what I want. I want 2x minus 1. To go from 1 minus 2x to 2x minus 1, I've got to factorise the negative. So if I factorise the negative out as well, the positive 1 becomes minus 1, the negative 2 becomes positive 2. So I've got the minus out front, and then that can start to cancel. Well, leaves me 1 up top with a minus 3 on the bottom, which I can write as minus 1 over 3, or 1 over minus 3, whichever way you'd like to. That's no real big deal, whichever way you write it there. So again, we're looking for our factorisation rules to see what we can get here. So we've got a trinomial here, and so we factorise that. And I've got just an x minus 3. My hint here would be one of these brackets is going to be x minus 3. So what's the other one going to be? Well, the quick check would be, well, minus 3 times minus 2 would give me positive 6. I'm looking at a minus 2 there. So x times x, yeah, x times minus 3 plus minus 2, minus 5, beautiful. That works out for us and gives us x minus 2 there. And then this one, we're going back to the rule. If you've got to remember, x cubed minus 1 gives us will give us an x minus the 1, x squared plus x plus 1. Remember, we're using the a cubed minus b cubed rule. So it'd be the a minus b and a squared plus ab plus b squared. So we got that one. And that one doesn't factorise, because it would be if it was 2ab. just AB doesn't come down, so it's as simplified as we can get. Again, we've got the x minus 1s, they're going to cancel, and we're just left with the x squared plus x plus 1. We can see how we can get that factorization happening, and then we can start to cancel. So again, x cubed minus x, remembering our ideas as weighed on. What can we do first? Look for a common factor. So we factorize an x out, leaves us x squared minus 1. We've got an x minus 1, x squared plus x plus 1. That can still come down to the difference of two squares. So there's more than one step in factorization here, but again, we can start to look to cancel those terms. That's about that's as good as we can get, because we can't cancel any x's there. No common term there. That's as nice as we're going to get it. And that's okay. Sometimes they look uglier, sometimes they come out to something really nice. Luck of the draw in the question. Don't panic if it looks too bad, but make sure you've got all the common factors out. So x cubed minus 8, do the difference of the two cubes, and then difference of two squares in the bottom. We can cancel the x minus 2. We're left with the numerator and the denominator. So there we go. Factorizing and cancelling, we just can't start to cancel terms willy-nilly. Be really careful of that. Please don't make that error. I can say that, and I will still see it happen. You've got to take care. You've got to realize when I can cancel, when I can't cancel. You've got to get the rules clear in your mind yourself. But the idea, as we've said earlier on, try to factorize all the time, because once they're in factors, they can cancel. You've got division happening. Once they're in factors, you can start to cancel terms because it's all multiplication and division. So keep looking to factorize first, second, and third before you start to do anything else.